on, everybody? We are taking a look at the Ewoks at the Asmodee booth, and there's a lot of them. There's 16 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 Ewoks on display. We do know that these guys are going to have the highest unit count of any unit in the game of Legion currently. So currently B1s have a base unit count of 6. Ewoks presumably will have at least 7. Perhaps more. My guess is 7. That's my guess. Now we do have also 2 leaders here, so I don't think it's 8 each, because we also have Wicket and Logray. Logray right here, Medicine Man, and Wicket, of course, you remember Wicket. We have a unit on the side here that has mostly spears. They all have spears except for one guy has a horn, and one guy has a hammer. I'm guessing the hammer is a trap maker, and the horn might be a morale or a motivational guy. We look at these guys over here. They all have slings, so they're more of a ranged unit. But we also have another guy with a horn, and another guy with a some kind of trap making kit. He's got tools, right? I hope you guys can hear me all right. So that's sort of what it looks like. There we go. We got a top-down view. Looks like the tools in the bards or the horn players are most likely going to be personnel or heavy. Or maybe you're just going to get multiple personnel or multiple heavies. Like, that'd be kind of cool if it was a core that had like 2 or 3 even heavy options. That would be pretty slick. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. What's going on, everybody? My voice is mostly shot. A lot of woo-wooing and a lot of cheering this weekend, and I'm just about out of everything. This is just the rest of the stuff they have up here. A lot of this you've probably already seen. These 501st clones up here look freaking incredible. I think these are new. At least newly painted. They're just absolutely magnificent. The basing is really good. Everything about them looks just awesome. So I wanted to answer some questions. I know the live stream yesterday, the sound was a little bit weak, so it was hard to hear. And basically, these guys are going to be rebel mercs, they said, and they will have their own battle force. Yubnub is right. They're definitely going to be there. Got Logray and Wicket. I wonder if we're going to also have Chief Chirpa. And there's a couple other named Ewoks, if you remember the old action figure line. But I'm really hoping C-3PO will be playable with the Ewoks. That would be really fun. Like, they could do some all-new command cards for C-3PO. Like, if Ewoks are following him, maybe they get, like, Courage +2 or something like that. Yeah. So, really fun stuff. But they also announced Din Djarin and Grogu. He is not out here, but the pictures, if you follow me on Twitter, they're floating around. I saw those. I retweeted them yesterday. And there really is, it's not fake. I mean, there really is Din Djarin and Grogu is coming. I didn't see if that picture was actually released by Atomic Mass Games or not, although it certainly looked like it was. But I talked to Dallas Kemp, and he confirmed that it was painted, like he had painted Din Djarin. I don't know if that's the exact same image that he painted, but I'm leaning towards it. It certainly came out at the same time. And Simone, when she talked about Din Djarin, there was supposed to be a slide that came out, but it just went back to Ewoks. So I feel like the image probably just got lost or something like that. So anyway, I'm leaning towards that's probably the real image. Right? It certainly looks authentic. Grogu is going to be with Din Djarin. Din Djarin will be, she said, the first merc for the Rebels, but the Ewoks are also going to be a merc for the Rebels. And I guess you already kind of have you already have the Pike Syndicate, which are mercs that can go in the Rebels. So maybe it was supposed to be Bounty Hunter, and that could be a thing. Like, he could be the first bounty hunter for the Rebels. That would be pretty cool. and he'll have Grogu, and Grogu has Force abilities and can kind of help protect the team. But she did say that if Din Djarin falls, then your opponent can potentially scoop up Grogu and use him for themselves, and then crazy things can happen. So that's kind of what we know about Legion. Definitely, the Ewoks will have their own battle force, but they should also be Rebel mercs, so they should be able to go with the Rebels, at least to a limited capacity. And that'll be really interesting. I'm really hoping we also see some Wookiee stuff. Maybe Wookiees and Ewoks will work together really well. I think that would be awesome. Ewoks as the core, Wookiees as the special forces. Like, that would be really fun. A whole furry brigade. I'd like it. What else do we have to talk about? We also have X-Wing. X-Wing has. I wonder if they have the new box. We're gonna walk around a little bit, and then we'll come back. We'll come back for Ewoks in case anybody comes in later. We'll talk some more. We will talk some more about Legion for sure. Let's go find X-Wing, see if they put the new box out there. Oh, no, I'm not seeing it. Okay, the box is not on display yet. But the new X-Wing box is going to be the Yavin battle. And it's going to be new cards and new quick builds for Rebels and Empire. Presumably this will be the first of many, because if they're just doing Rebels and Empire, then they probably also will do other factions as well. And these are going to be like new quick build cards with new pilot options and new like loadouts. And it should be good for getting new players into the game. So it's not the new ships that everybody wants. We haven't heard anything about any new ships being made for X-Wing or Armada. But it is certainly new product. And new product is still cool. Even if it's not what you were hoping for. I know there were a lot of questions about wanting the extra First Order and Resistance stuff that's missing, like the TIE Dagger or the Resistance B-Wing. Those are definitely requested, and hopefully those will come out at some point. And of course, Armada needs a lot more Clone Wars stuff. There's no Clone Wars Armada out here right now, which is something. There is some empty space, but then again, a lot of stuff is hard to find right now. A lot of people can't find the Providence, because since a lot of Rebel players bought one, and Venators have been in high demand. I think they just came back in stock. We didn't get any new Armada news, so we'll just have to wait so many extravaganza. Morning.
What's up?
And just walked past Dallas Kemp, and I had a good conversation with him yesterday. I've had a lot of good conversations with a lot of folks here recently. We also did get some Imperial Assault news. I'm going to come talk about that. Let's go over to the Imperial Assault booth and get a nice little backdrop. And I know a lot of people have been asking me. About Imperial Assault. So if you're just tuning in, we did kind of showcase the Ewoks a little bit. We talked a little bit about those. There are a bunch of photos on social media. If you go to my Facebook, my Discord, or Twitter, you're going to see Ewok photos up there. Also, I want to talk about Imperial Assault for a little while. If you guys are fans of Imperial Assault, you might want to sit down. So in the Q&A last night, if you watched the stream, somebody did ask about Imperial Assault, what was going forward with it, what was any news, and it was basically stated that Imperial Assault is now being considered a complete game, what that means is there is nothing planned for development right now. That's usually what a complete game means. It means this is it. Now, it doesn't mean that it's dead, although a lot of people might say that. Dead means nobody's playing it and you can't get it. This stuff is all for sale. This stuff is very much alive, but if you were depending on an infusion of new content, you're not going to be able to do all of that, which can be problematic. But yeah, so kind of really sorry for everybody who was really, really hoping for more Imperial Assault. I know there were a couple of more units that people really wanted to get. Unfortunately, you're going to have to be patient, or just come to accept that as of right now, it does not seem that there's anything in the pipeline for Imperial Assault. Now, there was something said a couple years ago, right before the pandemic, that Imperial Assault's story was not complete. However, a lot of things changed between then and now, and it would seem that, as of right now, Imperial Assault is being considered a complete game. On the plus side, there are new games out there to play. Star Wars Outer Rim just got a new expansion, and then there's some new family-friendly games like Spotted and Unlock and Jabba's Palace. I have that one. Also, Story Cubes, which is good for the kids. It's good for the little ones. If you got little ones, Story Cubes is really fun. We're gonna go back and look at the Ewoks a little bit more, and then we're gonna go check on this area over here. This is the DIY Arama. This is where they're having a lot of people come and sit down, paint, and build stuff for the huge diorama that should be complete tomorrow. We'll go check on their progress. But this is a fun. If you're out here at Star Wars Celebration, you can sit down, rest for a little bit, sit down, paint some minis, paint some terrain. They'll put you to work, and then you get to take, once it's all done on Sunday, you get to take what you made home. So pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. But the Ewoks, we're gonna go back and check out. Say hi to Jimmy and Matt Holland. I have seen them both. And Todd is out here also, former Fantasy Flight Day folks. So a lot of the old crew are back together, which is pretty fun. But yeah, Ewoks, I'm just waiting for it to clear up. There's a lot of people that want to also take a look at the Ewoks, so I'm trying not to monopolize the Ewok container. They are looking good. Oh, there's Matt Holland right here. You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi to everybody? There's Matt.
Hi, everybody.
The Terrain Studio says hi. Sean and them. Yeah. All right, yeah. All right, I'll let you get back. He's got food, so this man's got to go. There you go. See, you spoke. They were just asking about you. All right, so that was funny. Small world, right? But there you go. That worked out. What's going on? Everybody check out the Terrain Studio and Legion Academy. Sean Moore is doing good work over there, and the whole crew bringing Friday night fights and lots of good battle reports. Really great content, by the way, if you're a big fan of Star Wars Legion. Speaking of Legion, here we are taking a look at the Ewoks. Just got announced yesterday. So if you guys are just tuning in, it definitely looks like you're going to have two different types. You're going to have spears and then guys with slings. So you're going to have a melee option and a ranged option. And then we got our two leaders out front. We got Wicket and Logray. And it looks like you have two specialty minis for each type. A guy with tools, probably to build traps. And then you got a guy with a horn. So this is pretty good of what we can expect to see. Will they do a Legion core box for the sequel trilogy era and a First Order core box? Maybe someday. I wouldn't be in a terrible rush for that. I think there's a general pause on sequel trilogy stuff. I'm going to walk around and look at DIY Arama right now. I think there's a pause on sequel trilogy focus right now. One of the things I have noticed being out here at Star Wars Celebration is that the focus of this con is Disney Plus. The focus of this con is Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mandalorian, Cassian Andor, of Star Wars right now. So, and we got ourselves an Imperial probe droid. You guys, say hi to the Imperial probe droid. That is so cool. That's really clever. I love it. And something's going on up here. Saber Guild. Oh, they're doing some. Oh, you guys want to watch some cool stuff? Let's see what's happening up here. Oh, I think they're wrapping up. Oh, all right. I guess I came right as they finished. Well, we got some awesome cosplay over here. Oh my gosh. Very cool. All right, let's go on. We'll come back. We'll walk around a little more. We're going to check out some more of the DIY Arama. A lot of people are building and painting. I'm going to see. Sorry, I'm going to get us a little closer. Look at that. A lot of, wow. There is an awful lot. Speeder trucks. A5 speeder trucks. And look at them. These are modified too. Look, you got some there's all kinds of cool modifications on these. These are some yogurt tops that are on top of some of those. We got some miniatures, some Legion miniatures, a lot of Legion miniatures out here. And it looks like we're starting on a sand crawler over this way. I got to get in here. Look at the Jawas. Oh, those are probably Imperial Assault Jawas. Awesome. Got a Razor Crest. Awesome. Whoa, got a Mudhorn. Oh, okay. And there's a lot of AA5s that they donated to come over here. An awful lot of AA5s. And oh, this is season or episode 4, right? The village. This was one of my favorite episodes. This one I think has a lot of work left to be done. Oh, and this is the big shootout. Moff Gideon's tie. Oh, that's cool. Stormtroopers. This part is still empty. This is very fun. And this one has not been fully set up yet because I don't think these buildings are meant to be that close together. Oh my gosh, we're going into season 2. Look at the crate dragon. Oh my gosh. You got Mando and Cobb Vanth. How cool is this? Can you guys see? Like they're being held on by like their lasers. They're in the air. I love that. We got some of the villagers out here too. And then there's some more room for additional expansion. Oh, I see trees. Maybe we'll see an Ahsoka appearance out there as well. Very, very cool. Still hanging out over by the Asmodee booth today. Because I wanted to talk more about Ewoks, which I was able to do. We're going to go for a little walk. Everybody say hi to Asmodee. All right. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and see what else we got over here. We got Boba Fett coming through. Boba Fett. All right. And we are going to walk around a little bit. I'm going to stop by the Ewoks one more time for anybody who is just now tuning in. We've got Wicket and Logray out front. And we've got spears and we've got slings. We've got on each side, it looks like this is 2 different units. We don't know for sure what the unit count is going to be. We just know that it's going to be higher than any other unit. Now, I don't know if that means base unit or maybe it means expandable, right? Because I saw 5 dudes with spears and then 5 dudes with slings. So maybe the base unit count is 5. We're starting to lose some bandwidth. We're starting